Good afternoon, Mr.
Madam Chair,
Cargill.
can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. The time's yours. Please identify yourself.
Very good. Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee. I'm Chris Cargill, the president of Mountain States Policy Center, and I appreciate the invitation to address you this afternoon. House Bill 243 caught the attention of our researchers for several reasons. Among those was the desire to find new ways to make it easier for people to open and continue operating childcare businesses in our state. This is a big deal across the nation, as you all know, but even in more so in states like Idaho and Utah that have larger families and therefore have bigger needs. We all know the statistics. There are about 250,000 children in Idaho who are between the ages of 5 and 14 who likely need some sort of childcare. It is true that in some families that can be mom or dad, maybe grandma or grandpa, but too many families don't have those options, and that forces families into childcare situations that may be sketchy or outrageously expensive or both. Other states have sought to rectify this situation by simply adding on to the burden, making it more difficult for families to find a quality child care provider. We're glad that Idaho has not followed that path. The reason why we're excited about House Bill 243 is because it takes a free market approach, just as Representative Furness mentioned. Regulation is not necessarily a synonym for safety. I want to make sure I underline that. Regulation is not necessarily a synonym for safety. I've had conversations with folks in the past who had a strong desire to open a child care facility, had the desire that you've heard from many of the folks who have testified today, but they just didn't want to have to jump through the bureaucratic hoops to do so. So this legislation puts you all as legislators back in the driver's seat instead of depending on a patchwork of laws from Boise to Coeur d'Alene, and it does not eliminate ratios or put children in danger. We believe that if the legislation is passed, you are likely to see an increase in the number of new and quality child care providers in Idaho, and because more would be licensed, more children would be protected. I thank you for your time this afternoon and happy to stand for any questions.
Any questions? Seeing none. Thank you. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much.